This video is going to show you my most optimized solo Grandmaster Nightfall for Sunless Cell this week. This run is a culmination of everything that I've learned throughout my testing this week. I can prove it to you that I've done a lot of testing this week by one simple image, and it proves a very valiant point. This is a screenshot from GM.Report and shows you the most clears in the world for solo Grandmaster Nightfall Sunless Cell specifically. This is not for all round GMs, it's just for Sunless Cell. It's a Sunless Cell video, so I would hope it's about that. These are the top 5 players in the world with the highest solo clear counts. And it proves the point. So number 1, coming in at number 1, I can't read their name, coming in at 34 solo GMs for Sunless Cell. That's fantastic. GG's to them. Number 2 comes in at Night Colorer 2008 at 28 GM clears. Solo GM clears, that is. Ernest at 22 clears. Fantastic. Number 4 position, I can't pronounce their name. They have 17 solo GM clears for Sunless Cell. And finally, at number 5 position, I think I'm at joint position, at 14 clears for Sunless Cell. Those stats are as of 1:30 p.m. UK time. I cannot account for real-time data differences between that time and the time I post this video, because I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video today. But it will be today. But those are the stats as of that time. So that proves to you that I've done a whole host of testing of this week. Another thing is that all of those players in that list I've mentioned, every single one of them, I've checked each account, has a Steam or PC related account. So I can presume that they're playing on PC. Why would they not be? 1 or 2 of them also has a PlayStation account, but they're on PC as well. I am the only player in that top 5 to only obtain or only have a PlayStation account only. That would make me presume that I have the highest solo clear count on console worldwide. Right, worldwide, because the rest of the players have a Steam account associated to their name. I don't. I'm not flexing, I'm just mentioning it because I think sometimes you've got to tell people, because they just wander the streets. Some of you are just wandering the streets. Just wandering the streets, not thinking about things, thinking I'm a noob. Not, how am I a noob? Can't be. Just told you the stats. So Sunless Cell, this is a culmination of everything I've learned. I'll give you a brief breakdown of mods and build, but the more detailed information will be in the run itself. I'm going to quickly fire through this information. Number 1, Arc Surge, Strand Surge is on, Void Threat is on, champions are only unstoppable, there are no overloads. The build. This is Striker Titan, Fist of Havoc, Rally Barricade, Seismic Strike, Pulse Grenade, Aspects was Storm's Keep, Touch of Thunder, Fragments was Spark of Shock, Resistance, Ions, Frequency. Pairing that with the Exotic Gauntlet Sympaceps for the massive damage bonus that it gives to super and melee damage. Here are the mods on screen, not going too in depth into it because there'll be a dim link presented to you. Most importantly is double void resist and a concussive dampener. I can absolutely tell you that you want to run that on at all times for Sunless Cell GMs. That's your build information. Now let's talk about weapons a bit more precisely. Rake Angle is best in slot in my eyes for Sunless Cell because it's a glaive GM. Make no mistake about it. This shows glaives in their best possible light in this GM. Rake Angle's best legendary glaive in the game for GMs. Overflow Chill Clip. Okay, Dragon's Breath is one of the best weapons in this. It has a secret party piece trick. Watch the run to find that out. Not only that, it's very good for clearing ads and rooms, and it's very good at clearing Shriekers and Unstoppable Taken champs because they got their shield buffed, right? Dragon's Breath is wholeheartedly better than pretty much everything else I can really think about, to be honest. Yeah. Now, most people would do this and run the Monarch on the Titan. That's a mistake. No need to run it. You can save an exotic slot by just doing this. Your run will be much more quicker if you do this. So don't run the Monarch. Now, I'm using a Red War weapon, 2017. Yeah, I have one of the highest clear counts on console, if not the highest, for Sunless Cell. And I'm using a Red War weapon. So what the hell? What's up with that? Am I just being funky, or is there something off with this? There is something off with it, because Mananan is a 200 RPM Void Scout, and there are not many of them in the game. There's Vouchsurf, there's this, I can't really think of many 200 RPM void scout rifles. This is better than all the other RPM scouts. 180 and high impact scouts, it's better than all of those. Reason being is because bolt charges and void detonations are linked to your RPM of your scout also. So if you have a faster fire weapon, you will get more of your ability damage out from Storm's Keep and void volatile detonations. I know it's a red war weapon, but that makes it better. I have tested this, compared that to the Armatus D Scout, a world loot drop. I know that it's got 0 kills on it, but I've been testing it with other roles. This Scout, I can wholeheartedly tell you, it's pretty much worse than Manannan in every single way possible. Even if it's got good traits, it makes no odds to the run. 0 odds. You will lose time if you use this Scout. So, Armatus D loyalists, you need to present a case why you would run this. I already know you're false on it because I've done my tests. But honestly, it's avoid this Scout at all costs. If you're going to use a Scout, use Voutsif then. If you don't want to use Manannan, use Voutsif. If you don't want to use that, use Doom of Chalchis. Doom of Chalchis, double traits, very good gun. And it's a 180 RPM, which is slightly worse than the Manannan 200 RPM. As I've said, it is slightly better Manannan because of this. But if Manannan was craftable in 2025 with double traits, it would be far better than Doom. It would be even better than Doom. If it rolled with Explosive Payload Frenzy, Explosive Payload Focus Fury, it would be better just because it's got a better frame for PvE. 200 RPMs are better than 180 RPMs. That is the justification for it. If you don't want to use Manannan, use something else then. Use Jox's Longsword. Use Voutsif like I've suggested. So that's the information on that. Artifact mods are here. My traits were enhanced as of the time of the video. They've just run out. Let me just show you my Tomb of Want then. That's what I had on. It's just top row. Just top row is what I had on. And they were enhanced at the time of the run. Screenshot it. Pause the video. You can see the mods on screen. You know, there you go. You've seen your artifact mods. You've seen the build. You've seen the weapon loadout. On with the run. Okay, this run's going to be a culmination of everything I've learned about Sunless Cell this week. Which I've learned a lot, of course, because before this week we didn't have access to Sunless Cell. Only one run until this launch. This is the best place to deal with this unstop. You want to kill him in the public zone for a 2.2 multiplier, lest you will bug out platinum rank. Stun with the glaive, then just finish up with the scout. I'm going to save a little bit of DB. I'll use it sparingly. I won't use it on every single champ, but we will spam it at times for sure. You'll see it in the run. But there is a party piece secret trick with Dragon's Breath, which you're gonna see as we go along with the run. I optimized every single room in this GM, every single encounter. Okay, I'm farming up. I'm taking this champ a little bit slower. The second unstop, I take him a little bit slower. Why? Just to farm up a little bit of super energy off him. That's literally it. Yeah, and we're just going to deal with these acolytes. Now, I can confirm to you the third unstartable spawns once you've taken care a portion of the acolytes. You can't just run and get this unstopped to spawn in like somebody told me the other day. Nope, I've tested it. This is all confirmed. You need to kill the knight and you need to kill the acolytes, and by that time, a portion after that time, around about 10 seconds after that is done, the champ will spawn. But there is RNG elements to that. It's not confirmed where definitely he spawns when you do this. There's a trigger to him, yes. It's a combination of both time and when the amount of ads you've killed. Look, he just spawns in just then. Acolyte goes down and then he spawns in at 140. You jump back up. And then you want to, we're going to do a DB and then chill clip rake angle combination there, because I didn't feel like barricading. I didn't want to barricade right there, so I just finished him with Dragon's Breath and then chill clip. I'm on 8 rockets, which is good for now. I don't want to use too many more because I'm going to be spamming them coming up. We'll see what heavy ammo drops. It's RNG at this start bit, what you get. Obviously, heavy ammo finder will help out with that a little bit. It will. And I've got Go From Lead on. Go From Lead's huge. Okay, Champs is in middle. We get a Dragon's Breath down, but it did not directly hit him. That's fine. We'll use a pulse grenade behind my barricade. Look at the amount of damage it's doing in combination with the chill clip glaive. I'm getting trouble to stun him though, and he's not quite. Oh, he was finishable. There we go. Prox ward kicks in. And we've saved super. We're going to use it. Actually, no, we don't use it. Don't use your super at all for this strat. I've optimized it. You don't need to. Look at where we stand. The positioning is critical. Just watch this. So, kill the taken guy to your right who does the walls, and then the 3 acolytes that spawn out of the door. Yep, do that. They'll just get in your way a little bit. You're better off just killing them. Then what you want to do is clear out this wizard, do another barricade here and stay, because you can kill the second wizard over the other side of the map from here, look. You no need to even push. No need to do anything, look. Really easy. So you just want to keep doing that, and then we can get an angle on the 3rd wizard here. Sometimes if you're lucky, look at that. 1 barricade has dealt with all of the wizards just about. Yeah, there we go. Bolt charge clears up. Let's do an ammo check as we run through. There's a special brick there. Full-ish on special and full on DB. That's fantastic RNG for me on this run so far. It's good. Although I haven't spammed that much Dragon's Breath. How many shots have I used? 3 shots? 3 or 4 shots. That's it. Run through with speed booster to speed your run up a little bit, of course. You can do that easily on a Titan. So here's the party piece trick. This is going to be a skip. We're going to skip this room. Here we go. Dragon's Breath goes on with a composite propellant of ×5. You want to have propellant ×5 to increase the odds of you taking down the Blight in 2 rockets. So you will need 4 rockets for this room. It might be a bit more than that. There is an RNG element to the Blight. So you want to shoot the top of the Blight. The top of the Blight will do ignition damage and take care of the Blight. While that's ticking away, you want to clear out this Centurion and 3 acolytes in front of you, though, because they're getting away a little bit, as you need a good angle to take care of the second Blight, because the second Blight's a little bit harder. So you can start to maybe strategize a little bit here on killing some of the snipers, because they may drop a brick, and you can run past and get that brick when you do your skip. But I'm not doing it just yet, because we need to barricade on the stairs. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, just clear out some of these ads. Oh, this Blight wasn't taken down. I thought that he had. So yeah, sometimes it's more or less DB. The propellant will help a little bit, the ×5, because it goes from stacks 1 to 5. It will. But I've seen me do this with 1 stack with 2 shots and still do it. So there's an RNG element, and also the positioning of the rocket needs to be exact. So there is a bit of RNG with that. So just, wait for your propellant to be ×5 and then do it. Yeah. So here we go. You can see the Blight inside of it getting smaller. Look, you can actually see it visually. When that's finished, I mean, you can spam more rockets in this bit, but I wanted a bit more heavy on this run to optimize the next room. I didn't want to spam all my rockets, because you could just spam like 3 rockets on each. Yeah, and then quickly take them down, but I didn't want to do that, because look, I'm optimizing a little bit. I don't want to use super, I just want to use DB and a pulse grenade. This is the champ, we're not skipping him. Not skipping him at all, because there's optimizations later on in the run. Don't skip any champs at all until I tell you, because there's a big optimization coming up. So kill that champ there with only pulse grenade, barricade, DB, then run through, make sure you're amplified, and then slam the subjugator. You get Sympaceps to proc, and then just clear the room out a little bit. Thin the room, what I like to call it. Just keep super in the subjugator, and maybe some of the ads in middle as well. I'm just going to clear out the ads. It's actually better just to clear out the ads. Yeah, just because it starts the next phase. It'll start the next phase up a little sooner for you. The wizards will spawn in sooner. The captain, the knights will spawn in. The strand knights and things. There's a double damage bonus in middle. I'm going to take advantage of it. Path of Ambition, Blister and Dominance, double damage. We get a DB on, barricade down, plus chill clip. Look at the melt. Chill clip, Dragon's Breath, all of that synergizes with bolt charges very well. You'll see me use this tool a lot. That's why it's so good in the run. Spawn kill the ads in middle, if you can. My rocket was maybe 2 seconds too late though. That was unfortunate, but it's fine because they're going to go into middle. They're going to go into middle, and I can use another super. And that means I've got Sympaceps to be procced. It should be procced at least. Let's see how the run goes. I get another DB shot down in middle. We're going to spam it quite a bit on this run for sure. You can do a lot of optimization with just literally 2 rockets. Yeah, that's how good Dragon's Breath is. The ammo efficiency of it's really good. I haven't got Sympaceps procced, I've just noticed. That's a little bit of a con to the run. I thought it would have procced. These ads were not close enough to the boss. That's alright though. It's not the end of the world because that subject is going to get cleaned up. My goal right now is actually just to get rid of the ads and spawn in the wizards. I want to spawn in the wizards. We get a brick from middle. I'm back to 9. Remember, I've got gold from lead on, so every time I pick up a special brick, there's a chance of getting 1 ammo for Dragon's Breath. That's huge. So gold from lead, I highly recommend it. When you're using Dragon's Breath, spam your special ammo because you get more special ammo. When you pick up bricks, you get more heavy. There's a chance of it, and a good chance as well. See, on a machine gun and stuff, it doesn't work very well. But on rockets and stuff, especially Dragon's Breath, because of how much you can optimize with a 1 Dragon's Breath shot, if you're 0 heavy and you get 1 heavy ammo from a special, that's huge. It's huge for Dragon's Breath, that. Make sure you run that mod. So I farmed the wizard on right. I've got a super to use. I want to ideally kill both the unstop and the subjugator. Let's see if I do that. Finisher kill goes in on the subjugator. See how he wasn't a problem to the run. He will be if he's a Bane, but he wasn't on my run, of course. If he was a Bane, it would make the run maybe 2 minutes longer because of it. 90 seconds longer. Yeah, I've done what I've wanted because this champ's basically finishable. But I'm wanting to farm him a little bit, but I'm just going to finish him, I guess. Barricade goes down on this right-hand side. I like to fight from here, and then I'm going to start thinning the room a little bit. I'll get a good angle on the wizard as well, and I'm sort of farming the room whilst farming intellect. Look at my intellect bar. It's farming it up. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to do because I'm wanting a super as the ogre comes out because I've got a strat for that ogre as well. I've got a new strat for each room in actual fact. Blight room, new strategy with the Dragon's Breath. Ogre, I've got a new strategy for him as well. You're going to see it in a minute. And the Shrieker room, I've got a massive good strategy for that one as well. But it requires you to not skip any champs in this because you are going to skip a champ, but it's going to be later on. And you will get platinum rank. Like I've said over the course of the week, and I'll say it again, 11 champs are in this total. You can kill 10 and get platinum rank. You can decide. It is up to you which champ you skip. But think about it and strategize about it. What champs are worth skipping? Not the first one, not the third unstop. That's a mistake. He's easy to kill. So don't skip him. Think about how you can optimize the room. You'll see it. Let's see if you can work it out, what I do. Because I guarantee you can't until you see it. Right, here we go. Here's the optimizations. You come here. DB goes in. I have got join allies because my barricade's too far back. You just need to go forward, look. My barricade positioning was slightly off. Only slightly though, look. See, if you get join allies, it's fine. You just move forward a little bit. But I'm going to use a super here just because my barricade was slightly off and I need to use one anyways. Let's see. Symphoseps is procced. And your goal is actually just to do ogre damage, mainly speaking. You do need to clear the ads. You can't just clear the ogre and run through. There is a checkpoint marker where you need to kill some of the ads. Not all of them, but some of them. Dragon's Breath goes down with Barricade, then Chill Clip. It's all glaive. Because that ogre's going to try and solar flame me. Well, he can't do anything because I'm guarding his damage. So you're just doing DB, maybe a bit of scout here and there, and then rake angle. Now, I don't know the exact condition on how many ads you need to clear to kill this door open once the ogre's... But look, I'm looking behind me. The door's still shut. Door is still shut, so I need to do more ad clear. But it is a bit of a small opportunity, shall we say, to refill on any ammo that I may need. I definitely need more... special. Heavy's okay. If I'm going at 5 rockets at this bit, I've got 6 now. Look at that, off a special brick. If I'm going to the next Shrieker room at 6 rockets, that's good enough. It's about good enough, but if you get more, you can do even more optimizations and speed up your run a little bit. There is heavy ammo in that room, but I'm just going to run. I'm going to bank on getting more heavy later. Not only that, there's a banner in this GM, so you can make more risks. You can take far more risks. We're 12 minutes in on an Arc Titan. That's really good so far. Whilst Arc Titan's quick, it's not Prismatic Consecration quick. Make no mistake. But it's still, this run is quick for this build, for sure. Okay, here's the optimizations. Shrieker 1 right side. I'm going to use Mananen plus Chill Clip Glaive. And then what I'm going to do is deal with some of these Void Shields in middle. So pay close attention to exactly how I play the Shrieker room, because there's not one wasted moment really. Not really to be honest. Every single Shrieker that I'm taking, you need to, lest there is a high chance of death on this. But there's a lot of Shriekers you can skip in this, and that's what you're going to see in this room. What Shriekers do I skip? What adds do I skip? What, etc, etc. Remember, there's 2 taken unstops in this run. You're allowed to skip 1 in the entire GM. So I'm going to kill one of the unstops, and one of them I'm going to keep alive and skip him. Now, you need to pick a destination, right or left, of your entry, of your exit. This matters. I always go left. I don't know why, but I always go left. I guess left's just better for me. It doesn't matter though, the room's symmetrical, so I don't know why I always go left. It's just a playstyle thing. So you're just going to keep barricading and kill this taken warden at the back. Now, if I have more rockets than this, say I had 10 right now, I will be spamming DB to speed up the taken warden damage a little bit. But I've got 5 and I need to manage that, so I am going to use a rocket here and there on him, but not too much, because there are some unstops I need to still kill. And you can use a DB shot on a Shrieker to speed it up as well. So there's that. Now look, there's still a Shrieker on left-hand side, and I want you to focus on left-hand side adds. Right side can be ignored entirely. Entirely. No need to deal with right-hand side. If you're doing right, then you avoid left. It depends. You need a route. You're paving yourself. You're carving yourself an exit point. That's exactly what I'm doing with this. Just keep getting damage on that taken warden with your bolt charges and such. I've got 4 rockets, so I'm going to settle on 4. I may DB the Shrieker to my left. We'll see what I do. I've got a pummel Bane, and he is detrimental because I don't even want to deal with him, so I'm skipping him. The pummel Bane means I need to go melee him. I don't want to, so I'm just going to leave him alive. The room's finned enough. It's finned enough without me starting to deal with him. Let's preempt a bolt charge. Let's see. Look at that bolt charge damage. Actually, I didn't need DB for that Shrieker. That's fine. All right. So let's see how this plays out. I've got 4 rockets. I need amplified buff. My amplified's running out, although I've got it now reset, so I should have just ran there. But I've got no speed booster. So, yeah, I'm just going to re-pop a fresh barricade, rethink about what I'm going to do and the path I'm about to take, because this is risky. It is risky, but you can do it. So here we go. Amplify goes in. Adds are less likely to hit you when you are amplified. Also, you get a damage resist. So we shoulder charge, then not T-Crash, but Fist of Havoc, and then shoulder charge past the Shriekers. There you go. You can do it. Then we're going to come to this zone and kill the adds, not the unstop, because the adds will be the problem, actually. The Void Shield. So get rid of them. And then we're going to come here. It's an interesting place. And the take and unstop from the previous room will push. Both of them won't, but one of them will. That's good, because one of them I can skip, remember. I have a free license, a free token. Like I've been saying all week, there's one unstop you can skip. Pick them. Well, because I'm optimizing Shrieker room, I can skip one of the taken unstops from that room. As long as I kill one of them, which one of them will push. He always pushes. There we go. So that's dealt with. We're 16 minutes in. No super for the bridge, but as long as you got amplified speed booster, you should be okay. There is a chance of death if it's a Drain Bane. If it is a Drain Bane up the bridge section, you need to be a lot more careful and make sure you speed past them. Get a DB shot down like this. I'm going to show you it. So you're going to do this. DB goes on the floor. Pulse Grenade goes down as well. Banner goes up. And then we do a rally banner to ensure if you do those moves, no matter what Bane you get, you'll survive and be able to banner and you skip the adds. Yeah, it's the best of both worlds. Right, wait for the boss to spawn in first. If you wait for him to come into the map. Right, wait for that. That's critical. Then we're going to do Candlelight Dinner DPS. This season I've been cooking with DPS. Look at this. I've done you the window DPS strats. I've give you roof DPS strats. I've give you Vex house and roofs DPS strats. Now I've got a Hive Candlelight Dinner DPS strat. I've got all the DPS strats this season. And I know I'm being satire, but literally every strat I've just mentioned to you exists. And I've showcased them in videos this season. The loyalists to my channel will know everything that I've just mentioned. Newcomers won't have a damn clue, but newcomers, every single DPS situation I've just mentioned has actually happened in real life. I'm not making it up. If you think I'm making it up, go and check my GM playlist. I have a solo GM playlist showing you all of the things I've done this season. Go and check it. Do your research. Why would you not want to research somebody? Research your stuff. I'm just being satire about it, but all that stuff does exist. Super for the wizards, definitely. You may as well. You're going to get it back. That's the best time to super. And with Symphoseps equipped, it just makes short work of them. Back to candlelight damage. There we go. Look, this boss hasn't a damn clue what I'm doing. Look at this. Like I said to you, this is a culmination of everything that I've tested in this Sunless cell this week. I've tested loads of things that you wouldn't believe. Some things I'm not going to tell you about. Some things I'll tell you. Some things I won't. I like a little bit of secrecy about me so that when I can surprise you later on down the line with things. So I don't like to tell you everything. Yeah, I'll tell you what you want. I'll tell you things that I want you to know, but not everything. But I will tell you a whole host of things. But look at this. It's really good, this strat, honestly. Like I say, it's not required, but it does make the boss teleport less. The boss will teleport far less when you're on the candlelight damage strat like this. I already know because I've done the tests, like I've been saying all video. Before we send the boss to the next phase, I'm going to get rid of all the cursed. If you leave all the cursed up, you're just increasing the odds of death on phase 2. I should know because it's happened. So don't do that. Get rid of the curse by jumping over their heads. I've got a double damage bonus here. So I'm going to try and optimize it a little bit and speed things up. I don't need super. I can use DB there as well. Dragon's Breath can be pretty much spam from here on out. Like, I've got 6 rockets. That's going to do a lot for me. That's going to DPS the bosses, the wizards, the champs. 6 rockets is a huge amount of ammo for Dragon's Breath. On any other rocket, it's not. Yeah, on an average legendary rocket, 6 rockets is nothing. You can use 6 rockets on 3 rockets on a champ, 2 champs. That's not getting you a lot. Dragon's Breath just requires 1 DB shot in a combination with other damage, and then you've just melted 1 champ. The ammo capacity of Dragon's Breath and the efficiency of it is much, much higher than any other rocket launcher in the game, without a doubt. There's no other rocket that competes. Even if you give unlimited ammo to a legendary rocket, it is still nowhere near Dragon's Breath level. For example, if you use the Strand rocket with hatchling and field prep or whatever it's got where you keep getting your ammo back, that is still worse than Dragon's Breath, even though it's infinite ammo. Isn't that crazy? Think about it for a second. Dragon's Breath's not infinite ammo right now. Legendary rockets technically are. And they're still way worse. You know why I know? Because I've tested it, like I've said. Already tested legendary rockets. They're poor. They are poor in GMs, generally speaking. There's some rockets that are okay. Some of them that only just okay, though. Yeah? When I say just okay, I mean they've just passed my test, as in only just. Dragon's Breath passes my test with flying colours. Here we go, look. Dragon's Breath goes down, barricade on the lantern strap. I'm going to get another DB shot. I'm going to spam it because I can, and I'm going to use my super here to then deal with the taken unstop. So you do want a super for this phase. Look at the melt. You melt with Symphoseps. Melt with Fists of Havoc like that. I've got a double damage bonus on the floor, but that's going to be detrimental to my run, actually. I don't want to use it. I shouldn't. I need my super, right? Even though we want to go rather quickly, if I do the double damage bonus, I may start the take and unstop phase premature, and I do not want to start the next take and unstoppable phase without a super. I don't really fancy it, so I'm choosing not to pick it up, but I may pick it up once I get more super. I can't remember if I pick it up or not. Let's just see. So look at my damage to the boss. Yep, do the 4 pillar strap like I've been doing all week. Add spawn in. I'm going to get a pulse nade down for ionic traces and things, and then guard with the glaive. Let's have the pulse grenade do most of the work and the glaive, and then I'm looking at my super energy, and I'm looking at the boss's health. Take and unstop spawns in at half HP, so let's look at that compared to my super energy. I'm probably going to get my super by the time, so I'm good now. Looking at ammo drops, I'm good. I've got 8 rockets, so I'm fine. Glaive goes in whenever the boss does fire damage. Get a barricade down at the pillars. I'm farming a bit of super energy. Once that HP gets to a half, I'm going to edge it further though. Yeah, so that taking on stop's going to spawn as I have done a DB shot. You'll see I'm going to do more damage and commit. and wait for the ads to sort of collapse on me. I'll get a pulse grenade down for ad clear, and then a DB shot. I'll get a shock bane. If it was a drain bane, I would pop far earlier than that though. I'm roaming the streets, I'm using my fist, I'm using my DB shot. It's good because you can wander the map while clearing the ads. Do you understand that? How good that is? That's why it's so good. Super goes in, the full room is cleared, unbelievably easy. Get another barricade down, DB shot goes in, and then you're going to do your rotation of DB, chill clip, barricade, bolt charge, and just melt the boss down. Which, look, it's relatively easy. Look, I don't even need to map rotate. No map rotation is needed at all. I can literally face this boss and just tank him, and very easily as well at that. But that was a solo GM, my most efficient, optimized run of the week. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.